There's a very good essay on the internet. I think it's still available, a Harvard Law School paper by Carla Rothenberg on the history of hormone replacement therapy.
Carla Rothenberg?
Rothen, R-O-T-H-E-N-B-E-R-G.
B-E-R-G, okay. Carla Rothenberg, okay.
And it gives the political, economic history of how the 12 big estrogen companies in 1942 got together to basically take over the FDA, medical journals, and universities to indoctrinate the idea that estrogen was the female hormone that would promote fertility and all the good female virtues, even though it went absolutely against the research of the 1930s, which showed that progesterone was the essential female hormone that promoted fertility and good pregnancy success.
Wow.
Well, I mean, they knew back in the 1800s that the chimney sweeps would die of
testicular
estrogen.
cancer.
Yeah, testicular cancer from the estrogenic effects of the soot.
Yeah, but this was all turned around by these 12 giant companies getting together to promote the idea of the estrogen as the beneficial female hormone. And so they came on the market with the idea that, I think it was Harvard husband and wife pair of doctors that promoted the idea that you should give pregnant women estrogen to prevent miscarriage, and that produced the generation of DES babies.
Wow.
2 generations, actually. Their daughters also were susceptible to cancer. And after the news got out by the late 50s that estrogen was not good for preventing miscarriage, they came out with the contraception idea. They knew in the 30s that estrogen causes miscarriages and abortion, and so they sold it for the opposite as long as they could get away with it, then came on the market to sell it to prevent or interrupt pregnancies.